me she's the only Asian in Boise, Idaho. Wow. So I'm second just to keep her company. Wow. This is great. But I do have a deep, deep roots with Idaho. Because I lived in Spokane, Washington for 28 years. And Spokane, Washington is 15 minutes to Post Fall, Idaho, and 30 minutes to Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Yeah, so I'm saying, Idaho, you might have a great potato, but if you need abortion, go to Spokane. Yeah, guess what? Spokane got a lot of Idaho businesses. Yeah, it's true. We're like, from my house to Spokane, 20 minutes drive to Idaho, yes. Oh man, so yeah, now I moved to Seattle. In Seattle, I do a lot of old folks home, retirement home shows, one-woman shows. Yeah, one time I did a show. I had a low-cut shirt, so I said, I was told I'm supposed to be clean show, the cleanest show. So when one lady's in the front, she had a hearing aid, and she looked at my shirt and said, are you saying you're doing cleavage shows? Like, yeah, so like, that would be a good idea. So today, I'm doing cleavage show. Yeah, thank you. I bought this shirt for that, you know. Oh, and another thing about me is I am 98 years old. Yeah, whatever you hear, Asian stereotype, this one is correct, okay? Asian people, we don't get old, okay? We just walking around looking like 25 years old, one day we just drop dead. Yeah, that's how we go out the first time. But even my Chinese friend cannot tell my age. He's like, yeah, seriously, how old are you? You know, okay, I'm 80 years old, just to get that out there. But my friend said, all right, what is your secret to look so young and to talk and act so young? So I'm thinking my secret. I'm sure they all want to hear my skin product. No, my secret is this, guys. Is this. I call it nose hair trimmer. I bought this years ago as an eyebrow trimmer, but guess what? When you get old, your eyebrow just grow out of your nose hole. Yeah. And the last few years, I tell you, my nose hole expanded. It had grown under my chin, grow above my lips. This is bullshit. Yeah, so one year I went back to China, and my dad was so old, his nose hair just hanging out. That was disgusting. So I bought him a trimmer, nose hair trimmer, so he trimmed it. He immediately, 10 years younger. So like, wow. So now that is my favorite Christmas gift. Anybody above 50 years old, I just buy this as Christmas. It's amazing. It's amazing. So that's a tip for you. Buy that for the mom and dad. Yeah, when they grow, I haven't used for my ear yet. It's getting there. It's getting out there. No ear hair yet. Oh man. So another time I was doing a retirement home show. I telling them I was 98 years old. Of course, that was a joke. So one lady said, no, you look like a spring chicken. Okay, so I'm a spring chicken. So another thing about me is my name is Yin. I'm looking for Yan. Anybody? I've been a single mother for a long time, 8 years. Yeah, single mother, thank you, that is a long time. 8 years, I tell you, I have not seen a penis. So by this time, I'm open for a one-night stand. Okay. Yeah, I'm not picky anymore, okay? Just trying to get laid. That is not my punchline. That is my public announcement. So Boise, Idaho, maybe is the place for me to go. 8 years. I've been saying that for a while. No luck, man. No luck. So I tell you, I actually moved from Spokane to Bellevue, Washington. Bellevue is about 20-minute drive to Seattle. Yeah, it's very close. Bellevue is kind of weird though. You know, it's like Chinese people everywhere. So fucking annoying. Yeah, but originally I'm from China, so you can see I'm the part of the problem. 33 years, I tell you, I became American by choice. Yeah, when I say by choice, thank you. It's kind of versus you guys, or I call my two kids, American by chance. That is so no-brainer, so weak. You don't even know why you're American, right? Your mom just, okay, water broke, go to hospital, go you're born. I told my kid, you're just lucky, AKA white people. Yeah, like me on the other hand, when I say I'm American by choice, I mean, a lot of struggle, a lot of debate, because my family back in China don't approve of my decision. For one thing though, Chinese government don't recognize dual citizenship. Yeah, so they have you pay the team, they're tribal. So after I'm picked, Team USA, Chinese government said, get the fuck out of here. So I did, I sent in my passport, they cut the corner, sent it back, so I'm no longer Chinese anymore. Yeah, but my family also mad, really pissed about me, That was in 2003, that was the year I did it. I still remember 6 months before I went to a federal building to go through the process. My mom called me from China, and she said, Ying, you already have a green card, right? She was like, you stole some American job? I was like, yeah. And she said, okay, you have a freedom to travel back and forth before US and China. Why you want to become American citizen? And she said, you want to vote? You want a democracy? Is that what it is? At the time, I made up my mind. I don't want to argue with her. So I said, yes, I want to vote. So my mom voted me out of the wheel. Yeah, she voted first, right? So at the time I said, who cares about her shithole apartment? You can keep it, Little did I know, 21 years later, her shithole apartment was $1.3 million. Yeah, I was out of that. Now I'm doing comments like, now I'm making money. It's like, wow, I should just kill myself or something. But my older brother was the worst. My older brother says, don't come back, just stay in the United States. That's why I love this country, because we already have a trader. His name is Trader Joe. Yeah. One time, actually, I did the joke in Paul's Fall, Idaho, right? There's one guy sitting in the front said, yeah, get the Joe out of the White House. Wait a second. That was not the Joe I was talking about, okay? I was talking about the organic guy, Yeah, I went in there, do some shopping, all of a sudden Joe is taking blame, like a trader like me. Wow. That's not good. So I've been a single mother, like I said, for 3 kids. Okay, my youngest right now, he's in the UW junior year, 3rd year, right? But junior, So when he was in high school though, 4-year high school for a single mom for a boy, it's not easy. I tell you, I just feel like I'm a tiger mom by day and cougar mom by night. Okay, but now cougar for my son, okay? I do draw the line. Yeah, and to all his friends he brought home. Yeah, I just chase around them, they all kind of turn me down. One fat boy even turned me down. He said, I'm good, thank you for the interest. Like, wow. I took that rejection very hard. I was like, how many pounds of barbecue chicken that I wasted? Because I like to feed all of them when they come over. Yeah, it's not easy. But during pandemic, in 2021, my son finally graduated from high school. So one day, his teacher called. He said, Yin, I want to let you know your son is a valedictorian. I was like, a valedictorian, what? Because at the time, I had not heard that word before. So I'm like, okay, I want to make sure my son gets his second shot. Because he's not a fan of a vaccine. At the time, after first shot, he said, that's enough for me. I was like, I thought he's in trouble at school. Like, is it okay? And the teacher said, okay, he's fine. It just means he's a good kid. He's going to give a speech. I said, all right. So that's my tiger mark part. So as a single mom, I tell you, holidays very hard on us. Make me feel very lonely, especially Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day, the social media, people are celebrating their anniversaries, their love picture, just make me very jealous, you know? Because I follow a different model. Okay, this saying you probably heard says, life is about journey. It's not about destination. So, oh, now I get it. That just means people are celebrating their 50-year diamond anniversary. Just means you found your destination 50 fucking years ago. So boring. So boring. Me, on the other hand, so far, okay, I have 3 journeys. Yeah, so far, wow. It sounds like my sister said, that sounds like a loser. Okay, my first journey, go back to Moscow, Idaho, University of Idaho, yeah. I tell you, when you guys are busy building that wall, I just flew over. Yeah, Moscow, Idaho. I got accepted as a graduate student. University. That was my first stop in the U.S., right? So I was in that program 6 months in. I noticed somebody's dropping notes in my mailbox. The graduate student, I have a mailbox, so like once a week. So that went on about 2 months. I'm like, I need to go tell this guy to stop. So very annoying, right? And so I followed the instruction, went upstairs, I knocked on the door. I said, is it Dave here? And he said, I'm Dave. I looked at him and said, wow, this guy actually a very handsome guy, you know? Before I knew it, I was pregnant. Yeah, but this guy called Dave. Right. So I think when I was 7 months pregnant, we got married actually. So after we got married, he started telling me his family story. So he was telling me he was a German descent. His parents immigrated to the U.S. after World War II. They said, oh, life was so hard for his parents and how they survived the Holocaust. So I listened to that story a couple times. I said, well, of course your parents survived Holocaust because they're Nazis. Yeah, so if Nazis don't survive, who's going to survive, right? But that was not, the Nazi part was not a story to break our relationship, you know? It's one day when we have a daughter together. So when my daughter was about 3 years old, I noticed his pickup truck have a bumper sticker, says, free Tibet. I'm like, free Tibet? How do you know about Tibet? So when you see a white guy have a bumper sticker says, free Tibet, it's kind of like you see me have a bumper sticker says, independence of Texas, right? Yeah, we're getting into international affair, interfere with something, you know? Yeah, so it's a lot of, what do you mean by free Tibet? Do you know anything about? He said, no, he didn't know anything about, he just heard people saying free Tibet. He like that. So I'm like, wow, this guy might be stupid. You know? I need to get out of here, you know. So my point is, Nazi is okay, free Tibet is not. So when my daughter was 6 years old, we ended up divorced. Yeah. So after that's my first journey. That's my first journey after we divorced. It was just at the time, I think 2000, online dating just started. You know, I was like, wow. I logged on the online dating website. I read people's profiles, and I couldn't believe it. It's like you can actually shopping for a guy. You know? Wow, the first time I did it for green card. Second time it's gonna be American dream. Yeah. And also because I was also an engineer, so I was thinking it's very lenient. So like, okay, first time the Nazi don't work, your enemy's enemy is gonna be your friend, which is Jewish people, right? So I type in this in my profile. So like, I'm looking for a guy, ideally an engineer and divorced, maybe blonde hair and the blue eyes, Jewish. Yeah, I know. You all heard there's an Asian woman fetish. You never heard Asian people have a white guy's fetish, right? I didn't even know I was a racist maybe at the time, and now I know. That's not good. But that's what I typed in the profile, you know. And sure enough, 6 months later, there was one guy was sending me email, so we're like correspond a few times, and he said, let's meet. So we decided to meet finally, and I look at this guy. Wow, sure enough, everything he said he was, and he was when I met him. He's a very handsome guy. Next thing I know, I was pregnant. The second time, yeah. Wow. So I got second child is a boy, and one time I think when my son was 5 years old or something. One day we were arguing. We have a lot of melting together to do, right? And he said, you know what? I really regretted to meet you in person that time. I should not have, I tell you what, because after my divorce, I was so horny, I called escort service. And they told me hand job costs $50, and blow job $75, and intercourse $100. I just figured take you out for dinner, probably the cheapest. Wow! So I hear that story. Oh my God, this is not good. This is not a good love story you can tell your grandchildren, right? Turned out I was just cheaper than the hand job. So this is not good. Ever since he told me, I don't know, the joke or something, just bothered the heck out of me, right? Yeah, so when our son was 10 years old, we ended up divorced. That's my second journey so far. I don't know how to explain that. And after the second relationship failed, it was just about time I started doing open mic comedy. Yeah. So I think it was the second year I do an open mic comedy. I was on stage one day. There was a guy just throwing dollar bills at me when I was up. So I said, you know what? After the show, I need to talk to this guy. So after the show, I went to talk to him. And you all heard the say Nigerian prince from email, right? You all heard that one? They're trying to scam money out of you. Guess what? I just met a Nigerian prince in person. Yeah, this guy is not exactly from Nigeria, from Ghana. Ghana is pretty close to Nigeria, right? Yeah. So yeah, we talk, we exchange phone number and text message and everything, and went on a few dates. And before I knew it, he moved in to my house in Spokane. But I'm glad this time we did not get married. Yeah, and he moved in also with his daughter from Ghana, right? But it was 3 years we lived together. Gradually, I figured out he was telling so many tall tales. 3 years. When I see my bank account drop $15,000, because at the time I had not heard about Nigerian printing. I didn't know. He said, oh, my father died and need some money to go back to Africa. So $3,000 out the door, right? And then 6 months later, he said, my father died. What do you mean? Your father just died a few months ago, right? He said, this is stepdad. Wait a minute. So I found it out, so whether then it's okay, 3 years later, he had to go. This is not good. So eventually, I kicked him out of my house, but his daughter says, can I stay? So I look at her, because I met her when she was 14. At the time, she was 17. So I was what is the future for her if she goes with him? So yes, you can stay. So my sister at the time lived in New York City. So she called me out and said, yeah, other people's third time is a charm. Look at you. Your third time is total disaster. Just get one more mouth to feed, I'm like, what do you mean, disaster? I got her free. It's a good deal. I got this girl for free. You can't find good deals. I was thinking maybe her dad's going to take me to court, to get her back. And no, never happened. He never took me to court. So I got this girl for free, really good. My sister said, no. What I mean is slow down. You don't have to marry the first guy you fuck, okay? Take your time, dating around. I'm like, don't worry about that. I'm not dating anymore, okay? If I date, I just start collecting other people's children. So I'm good, yeah. That is my third journey so far. And you have heard this thing in America. It says, once you go black, you don't go back, right? In my case, I tell you, once you go black, you're a single mother for life. Yeah. So 8 years later, I'm still single. And, actually, that was 5 years later. Man, life is tough. During pandemic, finally I have a chance to watch that TV series called Fresh of the Boat. Anybody heard that one? Another second class. Show of hands if you heard the French and the boat. Thank you again. Thank you. We're making a little more progress. And once again, the rest of Rome, you're just really fucking racist. No, the French on the boat is about a Chinese immigrant story back in the East Coast. Yeah, I always want to watch it, and the pandemic every time. So I watched that TV series, like 5 episodes in. I'm like, really? You know, these are about, like, I'm an OG, French on the boat. But that story is really about ABCs. What I call ABC is American-born Chinese. Yeah, like, really? These ABC have never seen a boat? Why do they make such a big deal about boat? You know, me on the hand, I am not getting off no fucking boat, you know? Yeah, matter of fact, I had to jump on a ship to stay in this country. It's called a relationship. Yeah, remember that white guy? Yeah, I married him for a green card. Thank you, white people. Your green card worked. Your ship worked. That was really good. Before that ship, there's another one called the scholarship. Yes, so that ship helped me finish my master's degree in chemical engineering, University of Idaho. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I have a deep roots with Idaho. I haven't really left the area. I'm still here. So I'm saying is thank you, American, everybody helped me. You know, with your ship, kind of lift my life, hardship in China, to what they call it, the middle class life in the cruise ship in America. And I really appreciate, yeah. But I keep going. I have a lot of ship joke, but maybe I should stop because I don't want to be a bad rapper, you know. But this year, 2024, is an election year. I do feel like this country, we need a new ship. What do you say? Yeah. It's called leadership. I heard early, my friend says Boise actually is a kind of liberal town, so you agree with that? Or your quarterly is very conservative, quarterly Idaho. So I'm saying if you want an American version of Kim Jong-un, North Korea, yes, go ahead and vote for Trump. That is a leadership, right? And if you want a free world, and democracy, vote for the other old guy. I didn't hear the terrible news. I feel really bad today, right? But you know, I'm saying, well, pandemic is over. Americans get back to normal, which is a mass shooting. Is this a 911 too soon? But today is not mass shooting. It's an assassination attempt. That's the kind of. All right, we're back to normal, America. Oh. So when I was living in this country 33 years, I tell you, I experienced a lot of culture shock. One of the culture shock is this ass culture you got going in this country. Yeah, so my ex-husband, you know that white guy, the first one? So on my wedding night, I was pregnant, right? He told me, he said, Ying, you didn't notice, you do notice, you have a flat ass, right? I'm like, really? Flat ass? No, when I was in China, my grandma used to tell me I have a white hip. So that white hip is good so that you have baby just fell right out, right? It's like, flat ass? No, nobody ever called me flat ass. Like, I said, how flat? He said, a flat ass in North Dakota. Wow. So I Googled that shit. Yes, North Dakota is the flattest state. Wow. So ever since that time, he called me flat ass for some reason in our household. Every time there's a problem, there's an argument, always my fault. Like, look at your flat ass. We couldn't be arguing anything, like cooking or dirty dishes or laundry not down. One time I said, yelling at him, like, hey, look at the grass. You haven't mowed the grass for 8 weeks. Can you go mow the lawn, please? And he said, look at your flat ass. Wow. Yeah, so I don't know. We ended up divorced, have something to do with that or something. But after my divorce, though, I thought, you know what? Maybe I should improve myself. To improve right here. But I don't have $100,000. That's what it costs for a plastic fake ass like Kim Kardashian, right? Cardi B and Nicki Minaj, all three ladies, they have that. I don't have the $100,000. So my friend said, okay, go to gym. So I went to gym, I got private trainer. The private trainer said, okay, you want to improve your rear area. All you do squat. You gotta do squat about 45 minutes a day per session, 3 times a week. So I did that squat for about a year. A year later, my ass was shrunk. It's now on the bottom still. I don't think it's improved anything. Wow. Very disappointed. Still single. Looking for again. So how's my English so far? Thank you. I tell you, when I first got to this country 33 years ago, my English was awful, very bad. I tell you, I still remember the first day, the plane landed in SeaTac, right? When we passed through the immigration, I gave them the form. The immigration officer, she threw the form back at me. She said, look at the form. What you got in there? So I looked at the form. After they ask your name, birthday, they ask for sex. So what I put in the form is once a month. Because I was new here, right? So you can't lie. If you lie, they send you back home. Second of all, I just landed here. I don't know nobody. Once a month sounds pretty good. Try not to be greedy, Yeah, because I was just happy they didn't ask for how. Then I have to say my hands. That's not good, Turns out they're really asking for gender. But in Chinese language, gender and sex is a different translation. Yeah, but now I know. Because if you ask Google gender or Facebook gender, turn out there are 20 plus of them, right? I'm still trying to figure out what's my pronoun, So the genders are fluid, so that's why they ask for sex. I'm saying your English really fucked up, It's an English problem, yeah. I give you another example, okay? This word you got going, blowjob. Have you heard that one? Blowjob. Turns out blowjob don't mean blow. It means suck a dick. I know, crazy, right? First time my ex-husband, one guy asked for a blowjob, I went to the bathroom and came out with a blow dryer. So I guess that's why we ended up divorced. I got flat ass, can't do a blowjob. That's crazy. Yeah. So that's my time. Okay, that's my time. Thank you very much for coming out. That's great. Yeah. Amazing. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Let's give it up for you, Oh yeah. I actually wanted to thank you for bringing up the America's actually back to business, because I didn't think about it that way, and that gives me a lot of